You ready? Alright. Look, dog, I'm extra unique. My whole aura scream telling it.
What's up with it, man? One half of the Underrated Podcast. Dayon here with a special guest, father, manager, entrepreneur, and manager right here from the city, man. But talk about his accolades. He got artists, multiple artists with plaques, gold and platinum plaques. His son is a platinum producer, none other than Lowdeezie.
What's up with you, Dayon, man? What's happening,
Man, it's
baby?
good to see you, family. How are you, first of all?
I'm good. I'm blessed, man. Highly favored, man. How are you?
Man, same. Just taking care of the kids. Blessed to be right here, man. But
Solid,
we always
really
got to start, bro. We're underrated. I feel personally like you one of the most underrated managers in Texas or even all over. But we right here in Dallas. How are you underrated?
Well, man, I don't do this shit for no, what they say, accolades or anything like that, man. I just do it because I love the music and I've been having a love for music. So that first and foremost, man, I don't do it for people to recognize me. But since you brought it up, I feel like I am underrated because, it's a lot of folks that they do give kudos to, but they always leave me off, especially when they do lists and stuff like that. But you never hear me say nothing about it because it really don't matter to me. But since you asked, yeah, I feel like I'm underrated, but it's cool. The underdog always win, man. You're going to always shine through in some kind of way, man. They close the door on me, I climb through the motherfucking window. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming through the back door, coming through the crack up under the door. Whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? We finna use a hanger to unlatch the door from the crack up under the door. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna find a way in, man. So, it's cool, man. I'm still gonna put points on the board. That's it.
I mean, your accolades speak for itself. But let's kind of go from the beginning. I mean, I know you were originally started out in that Pleasant Grove area, but kind of take us back to the foundation. I know you came from a two-parent household. Kind of tell about your
I came from Highland Hills, bro.
I mean, Highland Hills. I know, bro. I just watched another previous episode where you said around 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah,
you was in that
yeah.
Pleasant Grove area,
Correction, I don't know. You kind of got some right to it. But when
Okay.
I first came home from the hospital, my mama my mom and my daddy was living in off Pemberton Hill in some apartments over there.
Okay.
But soon after that, you know what I'm saying, we moved off Lee Crest. Yeah. And my uncle had the house until he died. It was my grandmother's house first, but we moved off Lee Crest. No, I take that back. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. We moved from Lee Crest to Pemberton Hill, but when I was born, I came home to Pemberton Hill.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, in the Grove. And then from there, we moved to Best for Less, man, off Sedalia in Oak Cliff. And, you know what I'm saying, I lived there till I was about 3. And then we moved to Highland Hills when I was 4.
Okay.
And that's where I grew up at. And my dad, my mama, rest in peace, died at that house, and my dad still lived there.
And kind of tell us about your upbringing, two-parent household. I know both of us are father first before we anything else.
Yeah.
But talk about the importance not only have coming in and being raised by both parents and having a strong father figure who from hearing your own words kind of help teach you morals and principles, help guide you into the man that you are.
I was just with my pops yesterday, matter of fact, man, and it's just, I would do a lot of things different if it weren't for him. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a neighborhood where if your pops wasn't around, it shows. You know what I'm saying? You're out late, you're doing a whole bunch of shit. And I tried to do that shit, man, but my old man always checked that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he made me see life in a different light. You know what I'm saying? And I greatly appreciate that, man. A lot of my partners didn't have that at home, and they kind of got it from him too. You know what I'm saying? All my partners from when I grew up from the sandbox with, man, they always give kudos to my pops for helping them because they was in fatherless home.
I feel like it was a different level of respect from our generation in amongst of adults because, like, once we grew up, we naturally respected adults. I mean, we wasn't around just cussing in front of adults, and I feel like now it's a totally different era in the other respect. So kind of talk about the respect factor and what you see from not only being a father, but being from that generation of a different level of respect.
I be around youngsters. I do a nonprofit, man, where me and my son, we go back into the communities and we show kids about the creative sides of the business as far as, not just being in front of the microphone, but behind the microphone, like kind of like what you guys do here and producing and making beats and just kind of like, being behind background, and man, these youngsters just be disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't care that cussing. Like, you know, we wasn't gonna cuss in front of no old school back in the game. We gonna give people the proper respect, but these youngsters, I think it's you know, just us being punk ass parents. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We had so much discipline from our parents. Or grandparents, whoever was there to lay the discipline. The village raised us. You know what I'm saying? You know, even the OGs wouldn't let you sell dope if they seen you had potential. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But now they'll go put it in the kid's, put a pack in his hand and let him go. Catch all the cases for him, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's us being punk ass parents because we had so much discipline and we didn't get the J's and we didn't, unless we worked for them or did some good shit for them, you know what I'm saying? Or kept them grades up for them. We just didn't automatically get them J's in that heel figure or that polo, you know what I'm saying? Now these kids rocking Gucci at prom. And pulling up in Lambos and got flunking grades. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we tried to be what we wanted from our parents and we had to work so hard for, but that taught us discipline, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That taught us, you know what I'm saying, integrity. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's what's lacking now. So when ain't nobody pouring that into you, like as much as we got it, now they don't see the respect as much as we gave respect to our elders.
Before we get more into the music, I know you had your first son at a young age. Talk to me about how fatherhood changed you. And well, I can speak for me. When I had my first daughter, it was a challenge for me in the beginning to start not to think for myself first. Because before you had kids, you think about, you know, whatever you want to do. Then as soon as you had your first child.
When you had
bro.
When you had your first.
And I started to learn, okay, I got to think for my child first. So kind of tell me about that transition from you and what it was like, how that fatherhood changed you.
Man, I was in college, bro. I went to, like I said, I'm from Highland Hills. I went to the school that was in my hood.
Maceo?
Nah, Paul Quinn.
College, Paul Quinn.
You know what I'm saying? And at the time, you know, I had a couple of partners from my hood that went there that encouraged me to go. And I also had, shout out to Dr. Raymond Reed, rest in peace. He was like superintendent there or something, man, and he went to my church. He kind of just got me in there, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had to pay no money or nothing. He just got me in there, and I appreciate him for that. But I had a good opportunity there, and at the time, man, you know, that's when my baby mama get pregnant, and you know, I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to be a rapper. I'm trying to work, make some money. You know what I'm saying? Get off work, do a little street shit after that. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to make it out go, man. And you know, I had to leave all that shit alone, really, as far as, you know, anything that would keep me from being away from my son. Plus, you know, just me having the difficulties of just being in my son's life because of the barriers that, you know what I'm saying, was put in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just go too deep into it. But but so I just know I had to be there for him, man. So I just kept I never lost my music dream though. Through all that. That's one thing I can say, man. Life be lifing in this shit, bro. And you just if you really passionate about this music, man, it could change your life in a lot of ways. And it didn't change my life the way I thought it would. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to rap and do music, but I never lost the sight of what could be that. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept on grinding towards that, and me having my son, man, made me want to stay out and be there for him.
I mean, speaking of the music, I think that's just the perfect segue. You started off as an artist first, and me being a music historian, especially down south, how did the record come about when you were in A-Ball and MJG? And how was that? I was
just talking to ECO about that on the way here. It's crazy. He just called
see how it worked?
It's crazy. I was just telling the exact story. So, it was this cat, man, producer. He still go hard as hell, man. His name was Young Thug. Now You Thuggin'. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Thuggin', man. He had sent me a beat pack of some beats, and one of them was called Eddie Kane. Okay. Right? So I'm listening to the motherfucker, and I'm like, damn. So I hear in my brain, I like, damn. I hear, you know, that Big Chris song, Money on the Floor, featuring Ball and G.
Yeah.
And MJG get on that bitch and say, my D and niggas, all Ike Turner, Eddie Kane. And it kind of went with the beat. So I like, damn, that could be the hook. So I wrote my verses. I was like, damn, man, I got to get G on this motherfucker. So happened that weekend, man, they was having a Coming Out Hard reunion tour. This was like 2013, bro, 2012. So I called them and I mean, I called the promoter that was booking them, and you know what I'm saying. I got in contact with them, went to the show, hollered at them, hollered at their manager, got in contact with them, and got the verse for MJG, and then. He was like, man, damn, you don't got nothing for Bob? I was like, well, shit, man, we can make some shit work. We can make some shit work.
Yeah.
And we made some shit work, man. And I ended up getting A-Ball on another song called Bitch Ass Nigga. Never seen one. And after that, man, we shot the videos, and that's just pretty much how that came about, man. And we shout out to Ball and G, man. You know what I'm saying? Some real ones, man. I came to Memphis and kicked it with MJG and shit, man, and just good niggas, man. So been a minute, but shout out to Ball and G.
Now, what made you want to get into music? What was it that, like, you know, I want to get into? Was it a love? Or was it? Did you have any? What was some of your influence to actually get into music
like
and being an
Ball
artist?
G. That's why that shit was like doing the song. And I like Jay-Z too, like a motherfucker. But I'm from the South,
From the South, man.
You know what I'm saying? So doing the song with Ball and G was just like doing a song with Jigga to me, man. But of course, it was just like a lot of different influences, man. Scarface, you know what I'm saying? '96, my favorite album was Mr. Mike. You know what I'm saying? Wicked Ways. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of good music, man, I was listening to early on, man. And then after I kind of like really fell in love with hip hop, bro, I would go back and do my research. That's why I think missing from the game now. The young niggas don't respect shit.
Right.
They don't respect the people that came before them. And if you get some little salt and pepper in your bird, man, you just an old nigga and you don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a big gap in the game. That's why I try to work hard to be on some J. Cole shit. The middle child, be the bridge between the older ones and the younger ones, because I'm like kind of in the middle. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of niggas that influence me, all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast and of course the South, man. So you know, I give big motherfucking respect to my forefathers in this shit, because they like my uncles. They raised a nigga on this music shit and in life, on life experiences, because so much social commentary and real shit, the other side of the game, what's happening when you gonna sell this dope, not just the balling part, but nigga shit, you know what I'm saying, all that come from UGK and Ball and G and goddamn me, you know, Pac and Face.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Before we transition to the how you transition to the manager side, was it anything during your time as an artist? Because I know you still got a lot of music in the vault. I know you still got music in the vault. Me and my son still, man, I wake up in my robe sometime, man, and he like, what you got to this, Pops? I go to a little old spot and we record at the crib, man. Just I got me a nice little old couple albums in the tuck. I just do because me and my son having fun. Early on, from your early days in the industry, what did you learn from being an artist before transitioning to being a manager? Man, that was like what you like, kind of like doing your due diligence, man. It's like trial and error. So when you started, was social media app back then? Not really. It was new. Just getting started. It was. I dropped my first album in '06 called Audio Crack. In '06, you know, I think that was before MySpace, wasn't it? Or was MySpace popping in? It might have been around that time. Yeah. It's close around that time. Close around that time, yeah. Yeah, so I know '09 is when Facebook came out, yeah. So MySpace was popping. Yeah, so you had MySpace and shit like that, but it was limited social media. You could get to the masses, don't get me wrong, but it was like a certain format that you needed, but I was from the old school, man. We burn the CDs and we pop the trunk. You know what I'm saying? We hitting the road. We going to go get consignment for niggas who don't know us. Yeah. So we can, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit, not consignment, but put our CDs on consignment at the record store. We had to, I had to go through phone books, bro, or go Google stores and go drive to the
them.
Address, yeah.
If they were close enough. If they wasn't close enough, we shipping them out. But still, the reason why I would like to drive to them is because we can touch the people. We can put up flyers and posters. We can do verses with the hottest niggas in the city to try to, you know what I'm saying, build up your name. That's how you did it back then. Yeah. So, yeah, man. What was your original question? My bad. What you learned from being an artist early on? Yeah, it's just trial and error, bro, because I had to bump my head as an artist, and it was a lot of things that I figured out already as an artist by the time I switched over to management not to do. Okay. And what to do. Okay. And then there's a lot of shit that I learned as I took on the road, because it kind of fell in my lap, bro, honestly. I ain't want to be no manager. It just happened like that. When we first met, because I knew Yella before I met you. Yeah, you did. And I was, long story short, I was living with my aunt,
And then I was trying to find myself. I ended up moving to New York. And that's when we first met.
Yep.
It was just you and Yella pulled up. That had to be 2014, 2015, or 2015, 2016, 2014, 15, one of those 3 years.
Yeah.
And y'all pulled up then. And I remember we riding the subway. We just
riding the subway, went to
Applebee's. We went to
what was the name of that club in Queens we went to?
Yeah, man, Fat Pimp was out there.
Fat Pimp was out there.
We went to, I think it may be Starlet's.
That's it.
Starlet's.
That's it.
Starlet's.
Yeah.
And so during that time, and at that time y'all weren't signed yet. You was meeting labels. Tell me about that time period. For me, I'm not knowing nothing. I'm just like my partners out here.
That time period, labels was calling a little bit, but they weren't really talking about shit.
Okay.
So we had to go back to the drawing board. That's during the Trap and Designer time.
Okay.
Or was it? It was before Trap and Designer.
I think it was right before.
Yeah.
It was right before.
13, 14.
Yeah, it was right before.
14, 15 was before Trap and Designer. Yeah. So I think Trap and Designer came out 16. I don't know. It might have been something like that. It was a little cloudy back then. It was better than 10 years ago, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the labels wasn't talking about shit. They was calling, they was interested, but we had to go back and work. Got to go to the drawing board and come up with that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that took a little time. But it was just the grind, man. You know what I'm saying? We was flying to LA, we flying to New York, we flying to Atlanta, we were flying everywhere. And one thing I could say about him was he would always want to be somewhere to make it seem like he was doing something, even if it wasn't going on.
Yeah.
It's the
optics.
Optics, media manipulation, bro. And I can say that was good about him, that he wanted to be in spots even if there was nothing going on. He was gonna make it look like it was something going on. That's something he understood early on.
I know it's different forms of a manager. What role of a manager do you play in reference when you're artist and even your son, your producer?
Well, with Yella, man, my first time being a manager, I was everything. I was the booking agent. I was the regular manager. I was the road manager. Shit, sometimes, whatever you need, personal assistance, I need to get you some water. I need to get you a towel while you're on stage. Shit like that, man, Ain't no job too small when you first starting out doing this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But, eventually as you get, going in this shit and you get, and you elevate, of course you can pass off some of those roles. You're damn near running yourself regular trying to do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, they'll get a road manager, they'll get a booking agent, or, whatever you feel like getting off your plate and trusting in the others. You know what I'm saying? So for instance, with Headhuncho Amir, man, he has a road manager that he came to the door with me.
Okay.
He said, "Say, man, this is my partner Pip, and I want him to be my road manager." You know what I'm saying? And he was kind of not as experienced, but he cold now, man. They do his thing now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pip. But, early on, I kind of showed him the ropes a little bit. Went on about 10 shows, 7, 8 shows with him first off, you know what I'm saying, to show him the ropes and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he got it quick, man. And, shout out to Mirror, man, for putting his partner in position, man. Real niggas do real things.
For sure. We're going to get to it, Amir, but I kind of want to build it up and learn from your experience.
I just was giving you
no, for sure. But I want to give you your flowers to understand, like you saying, the different roles that you played in the beginning, the groundwork and what it takes to break and help break an artist in these times from Dallas.
I'm talking about from writing producer agreements to goddamn split sheets, goddamn, and getting them signed. That's the hard part. Writing concert contracts, man. Looking at contracts early on to a record deals. You know what I'm saying, to make sure you getting your percentage in publishing, and ask for everything you want, mechanical royalties, and you know what I'm saying, make sure you own your YouTube, social media, because a lot of niggas get that shit up. A lot of shit like that, bro. Just knowing, learning, and it's a plethora of stuff, and the game constantly changes, bro. It's changing again now. It was about streaming and downloading music, but now it's about the content and everything around the music.
Okay.
Your story around the music.
Okay.
So it's more than just rapping now.
So them early days, labels wasn't talking about nothing. Y'all come back to the city and continue to build the buzz. What was the song when y'all went back to the labels and got that first deal? Was it the Epic?
No, it was Hitco.
Hitco.
L.A. Reid left Hitco to start his own shit.
Okay, I knew it was with L.A., but
you left Epic to go to Hitco, start up Hitco. Yeah.
So now, what was those conversations like when it was time to get that first deal? That was different from those early conversations. We're like,
Well,
okay, now we ready.
First of all, from between Trap and Designer and the hit song that got him the deal, That's On Me. I remember when he had said, "Say, man, I went and performed this song. I got called That's." I hadn't even heard the song yet.
Yeah.
Like, man, I performed this song in Lubbock. Was it Lubbock? I think it was Midland. Yeah, we had a deep connection with Midland, man. Shout out to Midland, Texas, to the M Square, man, to the Square, Odessa.
Yeah.
But they was booking him early on, $3,000-$4,000 for a show, and he said he went there and he did a new song, and they sung it like the old song, word for word. Once they heard that hook, they caught on. And I was like, oh yeah, and I hadn't even heard the song yet because he just recorded it. He just decided to do it. You know what I'm saying? And shit, man. After he told me that, I didn't go to the show that time. I had my partner Squeak Mac go for me, man, because he was my connection to Midland. He was the first guy to kind of bring me down there, and I had to go to a cruise. You know what I'm saying? That I had already booked. You know how that shit go. You can't get your money back and shit. Yeah. Old lady gonna be mad at you and shit like that. So I just called Squeak to go handle that for me. And I didn't go to the show, so I ain't see it. I ain't heard it. I ain't never heard the song. Yeah. So when I get back, he was like, man, this song gonna be the shit, bro. It's gonna be the shit. And I had to learn how to trust him on that because he was good at picking songs. Cause the Trap and Designer song, I ain't think it was the one at first. Yeah. And that was the one that led up to the other ones. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna trust you on this. And the next thing you know, shit. It
took off.
It was just going everywhere, bro. It just grew like grass fire, bro. And it was a good look. It was a good look, bro. And that's just when everything started rolling in. And we got up to about $10,000 to $15,000 a show before we even signed the deal.
Yeah.
So I want to make that clear, that he had some legs running. And, we had ran up $300,000-$400,000 on shows before a nigga even
signed.
Yeah.
But to also talk about the work ethic, because when y'all came to New York, I remember just sitting being a fly on the wall, and we went straight to the studio.
Oh man,
record three or four songs. I remember like it was yesterday, back-to-back days. He kind of talk about the work ethic early on.
We're gonna stay in the studio, but see, he get that from. Like I've been knowing him, I was knowing him since he was 13, bro. You know what I'm saying? Since he was a young whippersnapper, and he blew up when he was 26. So them years in between that, when I was rapping, I was trying to look out for my young partners who had some raps out too, man. So we was gladiators in the studio.
Yeah.
You ain't finna come in here and write no music. For one. To come in here with your songs already written out, because we gotta save money in this motherfucker, man. We trying to knock out 3 songs in an hour.
Yeah.
And that's how he was working since he was 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? And we'd go out to session work studio. Shout out to Jeff Mount, one of the baddest, you know what I'm saying, engineers, and he's one of my friends for a long time. We used to go to Jeff Mount studio out there in Harlem City, not Harlem City, but Hearst. And shit, we just used to get it in, man, and it was $50 an hour back then, so we spending $200. We need 12 songs, and that's how we was working.
Yeah.
So when he got older and grew up into his own self and developed his style, man, he kept those work ethics like that.
And now, within that becomes recognition for you as having a big time artist like that. So now for you in this now new age and kind of transition to New Dallas. What's it like for artists now versus then? What it takes, because you got to come to the table, I'm sure, with a certain type of following, a certain type of be able to kind of invest yourself before you really can talk to a manager and want to help someone kind of help push you. So what is it like for artists now to want to come? Let's start with Amir. What was it like for when you first seen him and heard him, and once he came with you, and like, okay, I'm ready and I can help him take from where he is, take it to the next level?
Well, like I said, I've been in this music business for a minute, especially in this city, as far as an artist, and then as a manager, probably, a little bit longer than that, or probably about equal the same time now. But within that, you build relationships with people who've been doing the same thing you do. And Amir's pops, I've been dealing with him for a long time. He was my partner, man, for a minute, man. That's my guy, Bruce Wayne. And, back when I was doing my rapping, PMG, which was my label, and WMRN, which is his label, collabed on a project of mine. and me and his artist at the time, Lady Savage, was doing a lot of collaborating at the time, man, and we just got cool from there. And we kept cool, man. So he had reached out to me and he was like, man, I think my boy ready, man. I ain't know he was rapping. That's what he said. I ain't know he was rapping. Everybody coming up to me telling me he was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I was like that's what's up. So I started going into his music and you know, getting. He wanted me to reach out to get his business together as far as, you know what I'm saying, all the PROs, ASCAP, BMI, you know, stuff like that to kind of register him, get his business together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had like 3 prior projects that was out before I started managing them. And he was like, man, I feel like my boy got something, and I trust that you can get him to help, you know what I'm saying, get him in a position. So, you know, that was probably like January 2024. I officially started kind of managing him around June 2024, and we started, you know, kind of getting in meetings, and a lot of people was involved. He had an excellent team too. It's not just me, but you know what I'm saying. Me and my guy Lionel Williams, you know what I'm saying, came in with a lot of the playlisting and stuff like that, man. And we just got stuff going on with Mir. And he already had like a cool little established, solid little fan base. I say, and we just multiplied that, man. And where we are today, I say by December, the labels were calling after we started working.
Talk about the climate of Dallas. I know we just mentioned New Dallas, and we're just going to kind of tie back
About
into
30
that.
labels were calling, 25, no exaggeration.
Okay.
He had a nice, cool little business at the time.
Yeah. And so before we, like I was saying, it's going to tie into the New Dallas, but you've been in the music business in Dallas for so long. Mm-hmm. Talk about the climate of Dallas in reference of artists sticking together, or even the city supporting artists, from how it was back when you was artist to early on 2015 to 2020, change. All the way up to now.
Man, this shit motherfucking drastic change, dog. Swear to God, it's like when I was a rapper, it was like, God damn, man, shit, we ain't gonna never get nobody down here. You don't get me wrong, you had a couple of, you had a few flowers sprouting up out the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? That was getting their shine, and they was flourishing. Shout out to Chief, shout out to Gator Man, Tuck Tom, Pookie Lucci, DSR, Twisted Black, you know what I'm saying, the DFW, man. But around that 2014 era is when I feel like Dallas first got they real like fan bases were here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to love Pokey, ESG, and Zero and shit hard as hell here. You know what I'm saying? But we had just a handful of our own artists that we just supported. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that kind of started changing once, you know what I'm saying, 2014 hit, man, and you had to, you know what I'm saying, a whole slew of a whole class, man, a new artist coming from Dallas Fort Worth. And they was actually being supported by the people here in Dallas, because people got to realize, man, we stay in the motherfucking top 5
markets,
consumer market.
Yes. Right, yeah.
And for you not to be representing the people that's from here and not consuming that's kind of like, you know, it just made you feel bad as an artist that everybody else could come here and shine, you know what I'm saying? But it changed, man, and niggas here can go outside, go in their hood and everybody love them, or go outside their hood and everybody love them that's from the city, and that's some good shit to see.
You kind of feel like it's hard to break in through the city, being from the city, or you think now, like you saying, like once you break in, they'll support you, or what you think?
You know, like I was saying earlier, man, you had to actually go to people, and you had to go to more than just the people that was in your city. You had to get out and go to the country towns. You had to go to the other cities and all that kind of stuff, and actually physically go there. Yeah, now you can just go sit in your room and turn on the motherfucking device, and you know, as long as you got the right marketing and promotion, man, you can blow up tomorrow. Yeah.
And then a
couple weeks, couple months.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, what about as far as New Dallas? I love the camaraderie around New Dallas, how everybody supporting each other, and they all sticking together. I mean, whether it's they in the video together or whether they doing music together. How is it from you to seeing these different eras of Dallas to see that, because me knowing you personally, not only on the music side, but pro-black on how you are for our people, like I know that you near and dear to love togetherness and about that.
Nah, for sure, man. And to see it come from the youngsters to kind of really show the older cats this how you really supposed to do it was a blessing, man. And then, you know, you got people that's trying to come sabotage that shit, man. But real true togetherness, you know what I'm saying, gonna always stand and prevail. But, you know, it was great to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love to see that, man. That the youngsters really took it upon themselves to take different people from different neighborhoods, different parts of the city, and actually band together and support them like they support themselves, or want and do it for each other. When it's your time, it's your time. I'm talking about, you see these cats sharing each other's music, changing their profile picture, they album cover, whoever coming out right then, and it just forms everybody around them to do it, and then everybody around them to do it, and then that's how you bring notoriety to the shit, man. And it's not no ball hog type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, if it could, bro. You know, I know a lot of people be having a lot of criticism about that. Like, but if they could put everybody on at one time, it would happen, bro, right? But it can't. Yeah. There's only so many can come to the door, but enough is coming to the door. You can't get mad at that, man. You got too many deals right now, man, in one city from one collection of people. So you can't knock that, man. Something doing right. You know what I'm saying? And then other people get signed around that. So it's bringing the light to the city. You can't knock that, bro. You can't do nothing but salute it 4, 5, 6 times.
For sure. Now, kind of back to the fatherhood and your son Ziggymadeit, who is a platinum producer within himself. I'm sure he been around music probably most of his life.
Yeah.
And I know he went to college. At one point, did you say, like, you know what? I know he was making, like I watched another video, you say he was kind of making beats, but at what point did you start really investing and push? I don't say pushing him, but really investing him and showing, like, son, you really can do this.
I don't make beats. Yeah. Never have. Don't know how to do it. So it kind of surprised me with it, bro. Honestly. And it was at a time where, you know, at 14, 15 years old, I'm like, man, what this nigga gonna do? Yeah. Like, I don't really see you doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Hoop a little bit, love to play the game, stayed on the game. Yeah. So I thought, like, and it's before streaming. Right. You know what I'm saying? Before folks could make money off playing the game all goddamn day. Yeah. And, you know, I was just like, man, what the fuck is this nigga gonna do? He kind of scaring me for a second, because it looked like he's gonna be a couch potato gamer. Yeah. And he was doing a little sports here and there, track and shit like that, but he just wasn't passionate about it. That wasn't his passion. Yeah. That's cool with me, you know what I'm saying? But what is? What's your passion, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I used to ask him. We used to have a lot of talks like that, man. And at the time, you know, being on child support, you only get the chance to see him every other weekend, you know, so it's like 4, 5 days out the month that I really get a chance to spend with my son. So I'm actually just drilling them every time I see him. Not really just drilling them, but just letting them know it's a sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out something now, son. You about 16, 17. What do you like to do? Yeah. You know, I know it ain't just like I'm telling you to come up with it right now, but you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I kind of just, I can't say I wash my hands with it, but I'm like, man, let's just see where it's going to go. So next thing you know, he started sending me beats off GarageBand from his iPhone. I'm like, oh, that shit kind of hard. That shit kind of hard. Then he constantly sending me them all the time. That's like all he doing is sending me beats. So I'm like, oh, so you want to make beats, huh? Okay. So let me go get you some equipment. Okay. I ain't gonna buy you no brand new equipment because I don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah. Seems like you want to do it. Yeah. So my partner at the time was making, who make a lot of covers right now, but he stopped producing. So he had all the MPC. He had you know, keyboards. He had, you know what I'm saying, a few things going. And I just had to go get him a computer. So I got a computer. He put all that together, and then he started making beats. I started putting him around a lot of producer partners that I had just to, you know what I'm saying? Sponge. Yeah, and probably like after about 2, 3 months, he was showing them shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. And he learned quick and he got cold fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing he did. He continued on his work ethic. Like, he would always be making beats. It's like less of the game. He would still play with it, less of the game, but more beats. And I just nourished that, man. And you know what I'm saying? You know, kept on encouraging him to keep going, and keep going. And
so what was that point to where, like, okay, now you ready and you started to, I don't want to say the market, but to maybe sending his beats out to different artists.
Oh, no, he was.
Or he been doing it, like how was that transition?
So if he, all right, so he want to come to the studio with me now.
Yeah.
So I get to the studio, he come with me, and he's a real kind of like laid back, chill dude. He ain't gonna talk too much. But I ain't seen him start getting vocal until he started making music, like about his music.
Okay.
So, you know, he mosey his way on up to the soundboard while it's quiet, plug in and just get to playing shit. Motherfuckers like, damn, who is that?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, let me get on that. And that's how it started kind of happening. And then I kind of, you know, of course, started pushing it from there because, yeah, we got something that can go. But you know, I got to give him that, man. He made his own way, because, you know, shit, that's what he do, man. He made his own little way. But I most definitely nourished it and pushed it and polished it.
So what was that one of those first sessions like to where one of the artists, kind of a breakthrough for him, got on it, then it started to become traction within his beat and the song kind of took off?
It was Yella, for sure. Yella. Of course, Yella was like, let me see what you talking about, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't got no hard beats, nigga. But shit, them hoes was hard. You like, fuck that, let me get on that one. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you know how Yella been knowing him since he was 2. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna give him a hard time at first, but he came through and jumped on a couple of them, man. And the first one was Child So Bad on the Yella and Trap album on Am I My Brother's Keeper. He did 2 on there. He did Child So Bad and he did You Ain't Like That.
What's one of your biggest accomplishments that you're most proud of from a manager, from any of the artists? Even what's one of your biggest accomplishments or something? Man, I don't want to say a trial and tribulation, but an achievement that you was a part of. That you're like, man, I'm really proud of that. Or it could be more than one.
Yeah, all of them, man. Every time we got across the finish line, well, not finish line, but because you don't never get to the finish line until it's over with. Yeah. It's a marathon, right?
Yeah.
But when we get to notable milestones, man, all of them, man. You know, shit, getting signed, artists getting signed. I've been to that a few times. My son got his first Billboard charting plaque. He was proud about that. But now he got platinum and gold plaques. And you know what I'm saying? We're working on that for a lot of different artists that I'm working with. But I got platinum and gold plaques with my artists that I work with as well. So yeah, man, it's just a lot of them, man. I can't just pinpoint one, man. It just
helping them.
Yeah, man. Just it's like, bro, being a high school coach, man, especially when you've been with niggas before a long time, bro. Yeah. Or a college coach, watching the person that you instill shit in go to the fucking pros and blossom and be that butterfly to bust out that motherfucking cocoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, what's the challenges of being independent versus being with a label? So from a manager, you got an artist coming to you, or you got an artist who maybe like you said, Amir, he came with a couple albums already. He got a good team. What's it like being independent versus being with a label or just getting a distribution deal?
Okay, when you're talking about a distro deal, it's kind of different values of that. Like they can give you a 90-10 split, don't give you no money up front. That's a distro deal. Okay. Or they could give you your own label and y'all 50-50 or 65-35 and they put up a budget, but not as much as they would if you was a full artist. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have that much share in it. You feel what I'm saying? Or you could just sign a full artist deal to where, you know, you just get on the label and they sign you directly to the label. You know what I'm saying? Big advance, big budget. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different way. Or you could be independent to where you spend all the money yourself and you're 100% recouping everything. But
is that the most challenging?
That's the most challenging. But everybody start off that way.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just like, in order to get to the masses, it's gonna take those marketing dollars and that machine, and those those industry relationships to get you those looks, and the label has all those. So it's always good to know what kind of situation you get into. Make sure you have adequate legal representation, adequate management to make sure that the lawyers is on top of their shit, and to tell the lawyers what you want out the situation, because you don't just leave it up to them to decide everything. You be vocal about what you want in that deal and ask for things. Some niggas just where I sign, and that's it. Nah, man, red line. That's my favorite thing to do is red line contract.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Instead of this, I want this.
Yeah.
If you can't do this, then at least give me this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all I can say is no. Or either come back and say, well, I can't give you this, but I can give you this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like shit you got to ask for, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists just don't ask. They just feel like I got to take what is presented to me. And the legal representation, they know what not to fuck you, but at the same time, they don't know what exactly that you want all the time. So that's what your manager come through and tell you, say, man, this is a better option. If you do this and do that, do that, do this. You know what I'm saying? So, it just depends on the situation.
I know the artists that we talked about in Dallas are sticking together and even their support the young, but it seems like once you get to a certain level of status, it's still now it's a different level of hate that you get. And what's
they love you when you're coming up, baby.
Yeah, well, talk about
first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they never do love you again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas say, fuck that love. I just go back to being a regular person. Yeah. It's just what people deal with. But, man, it's just the come up is the most, people love a rags to riches story. Mm-hmm. Once it's riches. And they used to saying you're a little crusty. Now you around this bitch. Not busted and disgusted no more. You kind of putting it, not really putting in their face. You just living life, but they looking at it like that, and they don't like to see that much, man. And it happens. It happens a lot around here, but it happens a lot in the black community too. Yeah, man. We love you till you get up there, man. But once you're successful, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, that's people become envious of that more. They do things to you to try to bring you down to the level that they wanted to see you at, where they loved you at. You know what I'm saying? And, you just can't let that happen, man. A lot of times niggas just need to stay out of social media other than marketing and promoting. Get your team to do that shit. And you ain't got to get into it with niggas or even receive that hate. Yeah. Because a lot of time it be social media, too. Yeah, they ain't going to do it in your face. Right? Yeah. They love you. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah. Bro, can I get a picture? You know what I'm saying? But shit, as soon as you walk out, get in the car, man, that nigga ain't shit no more. I just took this picture because my girl like all that type of shit. I took this picture because my little boy wanted. Some shit they real, you know what I'm saying? But, niggas will do that shit. I done heard it, man. I done seen it. Niggas don't even know I'm with them because I'm so low key. That's another thing, man. I love being low. That's why I'm low. I love being low because I get a chance to hear and see what these niggas talking about a lot of times because they don't even know who the fuck I am. Yeah. I can still go to the grocery store. I can still, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, maintain my day-to-day life, man, and still operate within the realms that I operate. Man,
and being low key like that, what's the benefits of I'm trying to think of the proper way to phrase it. But because me knowing you and knowing how, like you said in the beginning, you never really try to be out in the forefront. You never want to pound your chest like I did this. But when like we having this conversation, let it be known the achievement stuff that you have. You think that's a benefit for you being?
I think it's how should I put that, man? I think it's it's kind of a tricky spot because I come from the old school, man. When the manager really played the back and you really just knew the artist, you know what I'm saying? And once I got in that mode, I got in that mode. But now we're in a time where everybody got to speak and make themselves public figures and stuff like that, man. And that just really don't go with what I do. And it don't go with my personality neither. Not saying it's because I talk, it ain't shit. I network, I meet niggas, I don't stand up, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, as far as trying to be a character or, bringing attention to what I do by ruffling feathers and creating false narratives, I can't do that shit, bro. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. It's not in me. And I feel like it is a flaw of mine. I can't say flaw, but in this game, it works against me. You know what I'm saying?
Because they say our publicity is
good publicity.
So
but
it's
fuck
like
that publicity. I put it
bad.
on my artists.
Yeah.
In a good way, because I don't even like them to go through bad publicity.
Yeah.
I'm a.
I mean, how do you advise or how do you manage your artists when going through bad publicity? Because there's times to where it may be like, what's your advice? How you manage through that?
Hey man, I always say, man, just stay off social media for one. That's kind of hard too when you're an artist, but always just be true to yourself, bro, because that's what got you where you are right now anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, say, man, don't pay attention to these folks, man. They gonna love you again. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They was already really on your side or fuck with you, man. It just you got too big, man. They ain't expect you to do all that now. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to expect that, man, and come with it, man. Let that shit rub off of you, roll off of you like water off your back in the shower. You know what I'm saying? And really just focus on your family, focus on your grind, keep on putting that shit into that energy into that keep good shit coming, man. It eventually fades away.
I know you got your management consulting company. Kind of talk about that and how they came
management. Melanin management, man. Been operating for a little time. It was Heavy Hitters Management with my guy called Watts, but he kind of fell back from music for a minute. And I just kept it going with Melanin Management.
Okay. What's coming next? I mean, with the label, all the artists. I mean, you could start with whichever
I really
artist.
don't make no label. I don't got no label, bro.
I mean, not label. I mean, not label. I mean, with the team per se. With your roster, with the artists.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I got a few artists coming, man. And then Ziggy's doing his album too. But I work with E Greedy G, Matt K, Big Boy The Topic, RLB Fresh, and Ziggy's album too. I said that a while ago, but he's coming out with an album that he's making all the beats.
Okay.
He had one previously come out like 2022 when he first kind of started, but he's gonna do another one that's gonna be bigger and better.
Yeah.
So RLB Fresh is an Afrobeat artist from Arlington. Well, he Afrobeat and he do regular rap too. It's kind of like intertwined, more like Caribbean type style. Shit, that go hard, man. And yeah, that's what I got going.
We always like to ask our guests, if hindsight was 2020, what would you tell your younger self?
What would I tell my younger self? Keep going, nigga. Don't never stop. Because if you stop, you like that nigga that's picking that axe into the coal mine, to the diamond mine. And you've been going for like 20 days strong, 20 years strong, and you ain't never seen no diamonds yet. But the day you quit, nigga, you probably had one or two more strokes to hit that motherfucking wall and everything. Your fortune is right there. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going, don't never stop, man. And yeah, that's it. Can't stop, won't stop, nigga. No did it.
For sure, man. Before we wrap up, last question. I know people are gonna see this. They're gonna like, dang, man, that might want to tap in with you. First, what are you looking for an artist or producer when you're looking forward to start working with them? And then two, where can they find you and that?
What I look for in an artist is the ability to stand on their own independently first. Because long gone are the days of artist development, which I kind of feel like they need to come back, but the climb of the game I don't make. So I kind of still do that within mind, though. But it's kind of like as we go. But have like a little situation going, man, and kind of build it. They can't be scared to be on social media. You can't be antisocial on social media. I see that from a lot of artists. They post every 3 weeks, once a month. How the fuck you gonna do that, bro? It's free on social media.
Yeah.
Come on, fam. And then that's when, after you do that and you build that for a little minute, then that's when you start going into, meta ads and stuff like that to keep your shit going for real. But open-minded artist, one that's coachable, one that don't know everything.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to say that I know everything, but I got more experience on where you trying to go. So you telling me what to do is ass backwards.
Right.
You just need to be coachable. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna sit there and argue with a lot of people a long time. If it just ain't working, it ain't working. So be coachable and keep a strong, heavy work ethic, man. That's gonna get you everywhere. And then, most importantly, have a budget. This shit ain't free. My connections alone ain't gonna get you nowhere all the time. From there, you still gotta have marketing, promotion, and playlisting and things of that shit, and all that costs money, bro. It's just something that you got to have a budget. This shit, you just can't blow up with good music no more.
Yeah.
You got to have a story behind it. You got to have a marketing budget, a promotional budget, playlisting budget, and you got to be coachable.
Man, definitely, bro. We definitely gonna have to do this again because I was looking to get Ziggymadeit with you, kind of y'all side by side, and have let him tell his story.
Yeah, he in Houston right now.
He in the H-Town where it go down. Spring break was wild out there, man.
It's still going on.
Yeah, it's still going on.
My boy, it's spring break right now.
Spring break right now. Yeah, I mean, you got your son out there, my daughter with us. Yeah. And so we definitely, it's more we want to chop it into, but I definitely appreciate you taking time, bro, to get up here and chop it up with me and tell your story. You are underrated, but not underappreciated.
No, for sure.
And so, I always want to give you your flowers. And again, I appreciate you, bro. Low, real quick, run through your resume so people can know who you are, what you accomplished.
Let me see. Yella Beezy, my first artist I managed. He has several gold plaques and platinum plaques. He got That's On Me platinum, That's On Me remix platinum, Restroom Occupied gold, Back at It Again gold. It's another one. Back at It Again, Restroom Occupied, them gold. Gold and platinum, That's On Me. Gold and platinum, That's On Me remix. And then, Ziggymadeit, he has gold and platinum plaque with BigXthaPlug from his Amir album, from the song he produced on there. I Know, featuring Sauce Walker. BigXthaPlug and Sauce Walker. So, yeah, man, that's He's Seeking Billboard from that album also. And shit, we got more to come, bro.
Headhuncho Amir, I love his sound, bro. I love his sound.
My new artist, Headhuncho Amir, just signed to 300 last year. He done put out like 3 projects. He on his 4th one right now. This video get ready to drop in May. So yeah, he doing his thing real tough too, man. Putting on for Dallas right now, and it's looking real good, man. We finna go do some more of this shit.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Got E on Instagram on all platforms, man. My name is Adrian Brown, man. You can look that shit up. I ain't got no bullshit on my shit neither. On Facebook, it's Adrian Brown too. What's that other one? Twitter, on X. Lowdeezie, and on TikTok. I probably ain't got shit on there, but it's Lowdeezie too.
Underrated podcast.
Shout out to Underrated.
Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe. We're gonna be coming at you more soon to come. Like, subscribe, hit that subscribe button.